Hello everybody, today we are going to cover why isn't World War II taught properly in British schools. Honestly, I think this problem is very bad because I have taught in a few schools before and I must say the lack of knowledge is honestly disgraceful. World War II is a very important part of a learning curve, but first I think we need to go all the way back to 1945 where the World War had ended. Hitler was dead, Nazis had surrendered, Japan was on the brink of collapse, all was good. But let's look into the education system. Looking back at the curriculum in 1945, we can see from the Education Act in 1944 that they really covered kind of all the way up to really only the First World War for everyone in the school system, including teachers, had all well experienced it. So there wasn't really a need. But in the 1970s we should be looking at, there was now more generational disconnect. A lot of those people were of course retired, some even passing away now. World War II was taught slightly, ever so slightly, in primary. Now, trust me, it would have been all fine if they had just kept it like that, just kept teaching it just teaching a small amount per year, up until of course GCSEs when you pick what subject you want to do. But they didn't. British education, you really only learn about World War II in primary school. In primary school you only even learn a small bit. Now, looking at some of the things and what people think about it, it seems to be because of you can't sit in a classroom and explain the awful atrocities the Nazis or the Japanese committed. But that's just on the surface level. We need to go a little bit deeper. It also seems to be that they are focusing on the rise of Nazi Germany, but they're not focusing on the war itself. We need to learn about the war because the thing is about the war, it teaches everyone a lot on how cruel humanity can be. It also finishes off that kind of rise of Hitler, and then it even shows you his downfall. When I taught a class, a year 8 didn't even know what happened to Hitler at the end of the war. He didn't even know about certain Nazis. It has got that bad that kids don't even know half the stuff that happened during the war. Some kids don't even know when D-Day was. And, we just had a big thing about that, D-Day 80. But still, people just don't know, really, how important it was. I think we really need to know how important it is so we can't repeat it again. If you look at modern conflicts, Russia, Ukraine, Israel and Gaza, they're all horrible wars. But it also feels like the world is starting to slowly repeat itself. We're starting to forget the atrocities of the Second World War. And we're also starting to forget the importance of remembering. Remembrance Day in the UK. Of course, in America they have all these armed forces days. But we need to remember, otherwise it happens again. A third world war would be more detrimental than any war in history. Anyway guys, that's what I think of what really is wrong with the curriculum for World War II in British schools. All of you can leave your comments down below in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different than my usual stuff. But as I told you in my previous video, I do have big things planned for this year. Okay? Right. Have a good day all of you. Enjoy 2025. See you around.